Have you ever listened to recording back on video and audio and thought, oh my God, that sounds terrible? Well, before you panic and think that you have an awful voice, it actually has less to do with your voice than you think. There are many ways you can improve the sound of your voice when recording on video or audio. As a voice coach, many people complain to me all the time about the sound of their voice, especially when they need to do some sort of recording for work. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 simple tips that are either no cost or low cost to set up and can help you sound more warm and pleasant and even get you to love the sound of your own voice. Sound good? Stay tuned. Q&A Tuesday, all your voice questions answered. Hi, I'm 𝒂𝒗𝒆, holistic voice coach, singer, actor, and presenter. I've been living off my best asset, my voice, all my life. I've sung, acted, and spoken on thousands of stages around the world for over 35 years, so I've learned a thing or two about voice in audio and video performance. So if you need to do some recordings for work or want to start a podcast, or maybe even just have to record something for your students to watch back, then today we're going to cover some simple things that you can do to improve the quality of your voice in that recording. Let's go. Number 1, room sound quality. When it comes to recording video or audio, I've noticed that a live room with natural echo actually sounds awful when recording. These are the rooms that have so much echo when speaking on camera, you know that you need to use headphones to minimize that roomy voice. It simply sounds amateurish to have a bad sound these days when it's so easy to come across just a little more professional. So here's what I suggest if you have a room with high ceilings and no carpet, for example. It could be too cold and echoey for your voice. The very first thing you need to do is put a thick rug down in the middle of the room and some thick curtains too, to soak up that extra roomy sound. If you don't have the budget to do that, then simply throw some blankets on the floor when you're recording and also a big blanket over the window. That will make the room sound less cold and a little bit more warm. It's very simple, but I've tried it and it works. Number 2, microphone quality. Some cheap microphones really sound cheap and nasty. So don't get a mic that has a tinny or a thin sound quality. It will never make you sound nice no matter what you do. And let's face it, who has the time for hours and hours of editing? I don't. If you can make it sound good while you're recording live, it will save you a lot of headache. So here are 2 suggestions that I have that will help you find a mic that suits your voice. Firstly, when looking for a new mic, read as many reviews as you can and make a short list of the best sounding mics for the best price. When I was doing that, I chose 2 mics for 2 different reasons. The first one is the 𝒔𝒊𝒔 Plus, the lavalier mic that I'm using right now. I use it for all of my YouTube videos like this because it's small, it's compact, it's easy to take with me when I'm traveling, and it always sounds really clear and balanced in my videos. No editing required, which is good. When I'm on Zoom giving a presentation on video on my computer, I use the Audio-Technica ATR 2100 USB desktop microphone on a stand. Now, this is a beautiful mic with a really beautiful balanced sound, and I love the way that it picks up the nuances in my voice when I'm teaching and presenting on the computer. Find a microphone that's right for your needs and your budget and do some sound tests to make sure that they sound the way that you want them to sound. Remember, you have to be happy with your sound first before you're going to be happy sharing it with a bigger audience. Tip number 3, proximity. One of the most important things you can learn is how to use the microphone to your benefit to make your voice sound better, warmer, and more engaging for different parts of your speech. Many people are actually a bit mic phobic, so they'll get as far away from the microphone as they possibly can to avoid it at all costs. Well, This, however, leads to a few problems. If you're on stage, for example, speaking at a conference, the sound engineer will have to turn your mic up to amplify you properly, which will lead to that horrible squealing sound that we call feedback. It's a great way to look like an amateur on stage. Not good. The second problem is this. The further away you are from the mic, whether it's on stage or on camera, the thinner and more awful your voice actually sounds. Not many people know that. So here's the rule of thumb if you're not used to using a microphone either on a stand or handheld. When you're being loud and projecting your voice, by all means back off a bit so you don't distort the sound or explode the eardrums of your poor audience. But when you want to bring the audience in to feel that closeness, importance of something, or to convey some sort of emotion, bring the mic really close to the mouth. And then soften the edges of your voice with a little airflow to make it sound warm and intimate. A good mic will pick all of that up, and then that will massage the ears of your listener. The way you use your microphone is extremely important. I teach this to my singers, actors, and speakers in my studio every week, and it really lifts their game and makes them sound and look much more confident and professional when doing some sort of vocal performance. So try these tips today and see what helps you the most. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll see you next time.